You're just continuing to see consolidation. These automakers have not been able to figure out how to actually deliver digital business models. What these families need to do is understand that they're all in the same boat, and that boat is taking on a lot of water. Fiat Chrysler and Peugeot merged to create a $50 billion automaker. This is roughly on size now with Ford, GM, and I think Tesla. Tesla's right around. Tesla had a big beat.
In terms of market cap, in terms of market share,
yes.
Tesla's still well behind, but yeah.
That's true. I mean, you're just continuing to see consolidation. These automakers have not been able to figure out how to actually deliver digital business models.
Right.
Of any significance.
They've been struggling with that. They can see the value is shifting more toward software and these sort of digital components rather than just the hardware and the vehicle in their traditional model. And in that world, you don't want to be one of the kind of in-between small players, which both of these were relatively kind of mid-sized to small automakers on the scale of the industry. So it makes sense if you're caught in that kind of trap and see the change that's coming, you would want to combine and be able to be one of the more scale players.
What's interesting is that Peugeot is the number 2 automaker in Europe. And Fiat Chrysler is obviously very strong in the US.
Yeah.
Fiat Chrysler also owns things like Ferrari, and some luxury brands. Yeah, there's been some stumbles in the industry, but you see Ford and Volkswagen and their alliance where they're partnering up now on autonomous driving technology. I think electric vehicle technology as well.
Yep.
That was the impetus, or at least that's what the opinion pieces are on this deal, that now they can combine that investment. Now, the FCA is owned by one family. What family is that? It's the Elkann family. The Elkann family owns a few other things, like CNH Industrial, which is basically a big competitor to Caterpillar. They own a number of other businesses in that holding company as well. But basically, you're seeing the car industry is basically controlled by like 5 families.
Yep.
And for the Fords, the Toyotas, now the Elkanns, GM, not so much.
Yeah.
Nissan, Renault, I don't think so. And Volkswagen, no. BMW, yes. And I think Mercedes, no. So what is that? Like 65% of the major car companies are controlled by a family.
Right,
which is very
heavily
interesting.
Controlled, if not entirely.
Yes. Yeah, like Ford, the family, I think has less than 5% actual, say, ownership in the company.
Right.
But from a voting perspective,
Yes,
they
voting
have all
shares
the
is
votes.
what matters when it controls. Yeah.
So, it'll be very interesting. And see if what these families need to do is understand that they're all in the same boat. And that boat is taking on a lot of water, which they're understanding because they're merging together. But they need to all now collectively partner, or at least have at least a third or half of these players merge. They don't need to merge the company, but they need to merge their digital efforts to get enough critical mass to actually have the ability to kind of get some network effects on the supply side, build a developer ecosystem as we've spoken about.
Right. And the real threat here is a Google or a company like that, maybe an Amazon coming in, and what Google is doing with Android Automotive. They got GM to join recently. I think also Volvo and one or two others of the kind of mid-size autos. And if they get enough market share, then the other auto companies are in trouble. And as you said, the only way they can really respond is they got to work together, having 12% market share here, 8% market share there, which a lot of these, even the biggest auto companies, if you look in their kind of major markets, not going to be enough to compete with a Google or someone like that on a development platform for the vehicle.
Hi, this is Alex from Winner Take All. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to leave a comment, ask us questions, and definitely make sure to join us on our next live stream.